Okay, y'all, so I have my lashes here that I'm going to use, and my Dreamy Lash Bond and Seal. This video is going to be kind of long. I'm going to try to speed it up along the way, so it won't be like 10 minutes long. But I told you guys that this lash and this Bond and Seal by Dreamy was really, really good. So I am going to try to rush into my lashes because I have to go to work, and I only have about 30 minutes to spare. So me, myself, what I like to do is I like to apply Bond to my lashes first. And as I am adding my lashes, I like to dab the lash in the bond a little bit just to secure it being safe. I do my lashes like this because it helps to make my lashes last longer. I have already washed my face. I make sure that I don't have any residual glue left on my lashes after I wash my face, and I use the removal part to get the extra glue off of my lashes. As you guys can see, I don't have very, very long lashes. I've never really had full lashes ever since, you know, I had my treatments and I lost my lashes. So I wear the lash clusters and not individuals because my lashes are actually growing back in. Believe it or not, I use a lash growth oil. So this is what I like to do. I will take my bond and I will apply to one side at a time. So I go in with my lash clusters. Today I'm using two different lash clusters like I always do. I like my OK spiky clusters, and then I go in over the top and I fill them in to make them look fuller because I like a full looking lash. Me personally, I like to do a cat eye to each its own. I'm starting my lashes off with the 16s, and I go up until my lashes are actually full like I like them. So I will do a 16 through 10 on each side, just so you guys know how I do my cat eye. I actually love when you can pull the lash from the strip without it ripping, because we all know all of them aren't stable. It just depends on what brand you get. But I take my lash bond and I will dab some on the end of the lash, like I told y'all, just to secure it, make sure it's a little bit more on there. I do this because I barely have lashes. So I go from the corner and I secure my lash. I press my lash in to ensure that it's there. And yes, I stay away from my waterline. I do not secure my lash below my waterline because it makes your eyes water, well mine, when the glue is there. This glue is very, very bond. It's very, very stable. It has no scent to it. It doesn't smell like chemicals like most lash bond does. Take the brush, rub it on the strip of the lash, and I apply. So this is what I do throughout my process. And I'm sorry I'm kind of getting out the camera, but I like to make sure that my lash goes from end to end and there is no space. And I push it up. And because I wear glasses, it's hard for me to stay in front of the camera and do this, but this is how I do my lashes. And it works for me. By me adding the glue to the little short lashes that I do have, and then adding it to the strip of the lash, that's how I secure my set. So, for those of y'all that may have been wondering, that follow me, and you guys know that I do my own lashes, this is how I do my lashes, and this is how I am able to get them to stay longer than 2 weeks. Like, my sets can literally stay on for 2 weeks or more because of how I apply the bond. There's a stringer here that's stuck in my tweezers, y'all, and I'm trying to get it out to make sure that it doesn't get in my lashes. But that is how I put my lashes on, and y'all can see how I am securing my lash. So this is just me. This is how I do it. I'm not saying that this is how everybody should do it. This is simply how I do my lashes. It's my video. I'm just showing y'all how I do my lashes while I'm using this Dreamy Lash Bond. And when I put my clusters on, I press the cluster in so that I know that it's actually sticking. It's in place. It's not going anywhere. This glue does dry pretty quick. This lash bond, it dries pretty quick, guys. So if you move slow, it's probably going to dry up on you. That's how good and quickly this dries. Most of the time, I do not have to use my fan to dry my glue. Usually by the time I'm done doing one eye and start on the next side, the other side, it's dry. Literally, it is dry. I don't like going all the way to the corner because my eyes are really sensitive and it rubs. So I leave a tiny space in the corner so that it looks more natural. And I stop at my peaks. I don't go past my peaks when I'm doing my lashes. That's just something that I prefer because I don't like my lashes to look like they all the way over here. And if I go over too far, me personally, it depends on what type of clusters I'm using. When I do that, they tend to rub on the side of my nose for some reason because they be kind of long. So that is the reason why I leave a little space on both sides. So I put my lash on and I push in. I push in and I leave it there for a second. And now you guys see how quickly I put the lashes on. They're already stuck. This glue is so amazing that they are basically already there. If I wanted to do a light thin set like this, I could, and literally not have to worry about the lash going anywhere because, to be honest, it isn't going anywhere. That's how good this glue is. It glides on really, really smoothly. It does not leave like the clumps or whatever. And again, for anybody that's watching this video, I do my lashes like this because I barely have any lashes. So I brush my lash with the bond and then I tap my cluster into the bond on the stick. This is the Dreamy Bond, and this is how good this bond holds. Just put these on and they're not going anywhere. They're already stuck. And I'm done with both eyes. That fast, that quick, dreamy lash bond.